How bad do you want your dreams, goals, aspirations to happen, where you just merely focus on the goal, focus on the destination, focus on the dream, focus on the aspiration, focus on whatever you're working towards. You just keep focusing on that, and then you get all stressed out because you're nowhere close to that. You need to start falling in love with the process. What do I mean by starting to fall in love with the process? You need to get in love with being bored. You need to get in love with taking the first step. You need to fall in love with the first step. Then you need to fall in love with the second step. Then you need to fall in love with the third step. It's an ongoing process of day in and day out task consistency that you got to fall in love with. Because if you don't fall in love with that, you're never going to get to your goal. You're never going to get to your destination, and you're never going to get to your aspirations or whatever you're working towards, because you're so focused on that. And when you're on step one, you keep focusing on that. You're not even anywhere close to that goal or that destination or that dream of yours, and you're going to give up because you're nowhere close. You gotta fall in love with step 1, step 2, and step 3. YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy T, back at it again with another episode of Talking with T. Let's get into it. Let's get after it, man. On this channel, we talk about Detroit sports and we chase down the best version of ourselves. If that interests you, do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps this channel grow and get in the algorithm. And I really appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to rock with me, T. So let's dive right into this motivation video. It's Monday. Let's start getting up and let's start moving towards our goals. Let's start moving towards our dreams. Let's start moving towards our aspirations right now. This is what I mean by falling in love with the process. It's Monday. Usually everybody hates Monday, but Monday is the brand new start of a brand new opportunity. Each and every day of every week is a brand new opportunity for you to get closer to your goals, closer to your dreams, closer to your aspirations, as long as you're falling in love with the process. One of my favorite things to hear people say nowadays is manifest. Manifesting is becoming such a powerful word. Everyone wants to manifest great things. But slow down. In order to be able to manifest, you have to put in some work for the things to happen, for it to manifest for you. You can't just sit here and wish for $1 million. You have to go work for $1 million. Or if you won the lottery, you have to go buy a winning lottery ticket. The process is of you walking to the store and grabbing a lottery ticket. That's something you can fall in love with. But really, manifesting is not just wishing for something to happen. You got to put in some work behind it. What do I mean by putting in some work behind it? Every single day you go to the gym, let's say you let's say you wanted to lose 30 pounds. You can't just wish for 30 pounds to happen. You can't just manifest losing 30 pounds. Part of the process that you got to start falling in love with is eating better. Start cutting the cookies out of your diet. Start cutting the chips out of your diet. Start cooking all the junk food out of your diet, because that's part of the process. You got to fall in love with not eating junk food. You got to fall in love with eating great food. You got to fall in love with going to the gym at least 3-4 times a week. You have to fall in love with getting in your car. Like, you have to fall in love with this stuff, or it's never going to happen for you. Because if you keep focusing on 30 pounds, you're never going to get to that 30 pounds because you're so far away from 30 pounds. Fall in love with losing 5 pounds first, then fall in love with losing 10 pounds, then fall in love with losing 15 pounds. It's a process that you got to keep being involved with. If you're not involved with that process, if you're not in love with it, you're never going to get anywhere. Because like I said, you keep your eyes on the end of the road, you're never going to get to the end of the road, because there's hills, there's snakes, there's all kinds of obstacles in your way that you got to knock over for you to get to that place. It's all part of the journey, and the journey is what makes you. It's not the destination is what makes you. It's what you become during the process that's going to shape you into whatever you're trying to become. It's an awesome feeling to lose 30 pounds. It's an awesome feeling to have these goals. It's awesome to have all these $1 million dreams, $1 million home, $1 million finance, like whatever you want out of life. Yeah, it's cool to want all these things, but don't want it more than you're willing to work for it. If you're wanting it more than you're willing to work for it, it's never going to happen for you, because you're going to be so stressed out on day one because you got such a mile-high mountain to climb. Fall in love with climbing the mountain, because when you climb the mountain, you're going to learn so much more about yourself. And then maybe you want to lose more than 30 pounds because you're falling in love with losing 5 pounds. You're falling in love with losing 15 pounds. You're falling in love with losing 50 pounds. You're falling in love with 75 pounds because you're just so focused on being in the process. The process is what makes you. I don't know how to simplify it any more than that. The process is what's going to make you stronger. The process is what's going to make you better. The your main focus, your main goal should just becoming the best version of yourself. That's what this channel is all about, and that's why I make all these motivation videos, man. It's a process, and you gotta fall in love with it every single day. You gotta start doing the things you don't want to do when it needs to be done, because if you do that, that's developing mental toughness. Look at all the things, the characteristics, the things that you can develop while you're during the process. It's a beautiful thing. You should do it. I'm telling you. Just don't be so psyched out on the goal. It's your boy T signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.